Well, let's move over to this report from the Amazonian State Army. We say, contrary to opposing voices that said the Amazonian State Army in Meme County was less active compared to other zones, they emerged on June 12th, powerfully challenging narrative. Now we see that the Amazonian State Army made their presence felt at Ikiliwindi, halting circulation for hours and demonstrating their military capabilities. This bold move has sent a strong message challenging the military prowess of the La Republique du Cameroon Army. The Amazonian State Army's ability to assert control and disrupt normal activities in the area is evidence that they are a force to be reckoned with. Also, the Amazonian State Army's emergence in Meme County is a clear indication that they are in charge and their influence extends beyond mere rhetoric. Their actions demonstrate a level of organization and coordination that underscores their determination to assert their presence in the zone. The Amazonian State Army's bold move may signal a shift in the balance of power in the region, with the group asserting its dominance and challenging the authority of the La Republique du Cameroon's army. As the situation continues to unfold, we see that the people of Meme and Ambazonia at large are watching closely to see how the situation develops and what implications this may have for the region's future. Well, Commander Elvis, we've had reports on this poor narrative of the Amazonian State Army in Meme, and not just in Meme, in Ambazonia. However, right here, their show of bravery to express their capabilities shows their readiness to change the narrative. Now, this emergence makes one thing clear, that their presence will not be easily dismissed. Let's hear from you, Commander Elvis. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, thank you once more, Tabitha, for that great question. Meme County, which falls under the Atlantic Zone, is one of those counties that uh, has gone through enormous challenges from the Latter Republic terrorists and their infiltrators. We know the likes of Nazir Clovis that we have mentioned here before, members that have joined the so-called DDR Center. They have been very instrumental in killing a lot of our fighters in Meme in particular, and that is why the Ambazonia National Self-Defense Council had to re-strategize in Meme. We know back then when there was a late General Transporter who had great control over the area, but after his demise, we had some difficulties. Nonetheless, we had to re-strategize and bouncing back stronger than ever before. Meme, I can tell you, has a lot of potential. They have not even started, and it's just about to start. There are places that La Republique might think that they had at some point succeeded, but I can assure you that we have just slipping lines. And once their tail is touched, they would wake up and they would be able to strike the enemy with impunity. Meme County is a strong bastion for Ambazonia, one with great potential. We have a lot of manpower in that side. But again, when the stacks are against us, we have to change strategy. And changing that strategy sometimes means we have to lay low. Other areas in Amazonia where Amazonia State Army are active, they're able to relocate. They're fighting in all 13 counties. We just make sure that we can relocate them from one area to the other and bring them back when we deem it necessary. We pick our battles. We don't allow the enemy to dictate what battles we have to fight. If the enemy is overpowering us, we retreat and we choose our own battles. So it's a tactical move that has been made in so many other places in Amazonia. So we just want to assure the Amazonia people that sometimes if you see a locality uh, going down or no fighting at all, it is a tactical. Sometimes those are tactical moves that have been made for just reasons. Because if we find that our manpower in that particular region is not as strong as we would like it to be, other than having our Amazonian State Army go out in battle in a disadvantageous position. We would rather retreat them and prepare them for battles that the enemy would least expect. Membec County is just one of those counties that, thanks to the bravery of our forces there, and thanks to the sacrifice of so many Amazonians that have been digging deep into their pockets, they have been able to sustain the forces there and keep them alive. Amazonian State Army has a policy which says, you know, you can fight today, and the fighter who fights and run away leaves to fight another day. So you're not fighting to die; you're fighting to be able to enjoy that freedom for which you're fighting. And strategy is something that we take very seriously. We don't just go out in battle because the enemy is there. We think of what possibilities, how we fight to win, and not just fight to lose. So there are so many other battles that you'll be seeing coming up. Again, like you mentioned, Meme being one of such, as the momentum has started picking up. We understand that the enemy also moves in very tactical manner. If you can see places like Fako in particular, where the enemy has been decimated totally. Just a few days ago, there was an explosion in Fako County again that destroyed two La Republique terrorist armor cars. Those armor cars were towed up just 2 days ago. This has been a secret that they have tried to hide from the international community, and they have also tried to hide from the Amazonian people or their their people in La Republique. We have to trumpet these so the international community understand that this war is active and ongoing. La Republique is bleeding, and they're bleeding really bad. And especially now that draft season is coming, the Amazonian State Army would have the resources at hand to be able to prosecute this war. And we want to again sound the alarm to all La Republique's forces that are being sent to Amazonia. They are better off handing their weapons to the nearest Amazonian State Army and exiting through neighboring countries. The Amazonian State Army many times have informed them that they are willing to give them a free exit if they hand their weapons over to them. So all the Republic forces in Fako, Meme, Dian, Kupe, Maniguber, Mezam, Libialem, Bui, Donga, everywhere in Amazonia, they have offered them that olive branch. They could see how other French countries are handing over, the country back to the people and shunning the Francophonie system. So they are better off not dying for an octagonal regime and their president, and handing the power to the people. And these people here, we're talking about the Amazonian people. So coming to Amazonia, they know that there are actually dead bags already that will be going back to La Republique. So instead of dying for nothing, the Amazonian people and the Amazonian State Army, they have a valid cause. It's a cause that is worth dying for. And you can never be proud of dying to protect and defend the freedom of your people. That is a cause for which Amazonia and his Amazonian State Army are proud to execute. And we would execute that to the last man standing. So again, other counties are all coming up, and the Amazonian State Army will be calling on all forces that as the draft season is coming up, they should gear up. They should be ready because the resources are almost available for them. They should practice, they should train, they should make sure that they map their routes, all logistic routes all across Amazonia. That would be a no-go place for La Republique. And it is time, and that time is now. The momentum is on our side. We will not relent. We would go after every La Republique terrorist, be it in Meme, wherever they are. So, word to a wise is sufficient. Thank you again, Tabitha, and I could keep going, but I think we've won the Republic too many times, and now it's time for action. And the Amazonian State Army will answer present whenever called for. May just give a short example of what other parts of Amazonia are waiting for La Republic. So it's time for us to kickstart and get the work done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commander Elvis, for that powerful word of bravery right there. I believe the Amazonian State Army are already gearing, right, just by those words you've just spoken. They are also building up the momentum, as you've stated right there. I believe Barrister Fro has a lot to say about this report. Barrister Fro, can we get your thoughts on this? How do you feel about this? The Amazonian State Army in Meme County are changing the narrative powerfully. What's your thought on this and how do you feel about it?
Tabitha, I'd like to thank Commander Elvis for a very, very good lecture on guerrilla warfare. La Republic of Cameroon knows that they cannot defeat us in guerrilla warfare. We have people like Commander Elvis who are specialists in the area. We have the Ambazonian State Army. They surprise you when you least expect them. That is how guerrilla warfare is. What were they thinking? That they will beat us in Meme and then we will just go away and they can now, Chamberlain, the so-called divisional officer in Meme, will have a field day. Look, when I saw those vehicles lined up and they could not enter Meme, I know that the guerrillas have taken over the place. Look, Meme is not a place that you can just walk in and walk out. Everybody's watching you. Even if you kill our people, they are seeing what you are doing. But you think they will let you go? The gorillas in Meme are there. They are ready. They are tactically ready. They will answer anytime, anywhere. But like the commander just said, when it's time to retreat, they retreat to save lives. They retreat and allow all those hoodlums make noise all over the place. Oh, we have neutralized the Amba boys in Meme. Who are they fooling? La Republic should know that nobody, no country, no ordinary army can win guerrilla warfare. When we started this fight, we knew that we had a fight with a well equipped, well regimented, a regular army of La République de Cameroon, properly financed by France. We knew. And so from the beginning, guerrilla warfare was the option. And since 8 years, that is what we have been doing. And we are putting them in the body bags to return to their parents. Meme, keep the job going, my boys, because nobody will put your back to the ground. We are not ready to give up Kumba. That's why our economic one of our economic capitals. We are not going to joke with Kumba. We are not going to joke with any part of Ambazonia. La Republic, if you want your children to stay alive, end this war. We're not begging you. We don't care. We're fighting. Like the commander says, the resources are available. We will continue to draft and draft and draft. We will draft until we die, making sure that our soldiers have what it takes to conduct guerrilla warfare. We will not be caught with pants down. Our army will not be caught with pants down because we are not facing you face to face. You will hear from us. Like I saw those two policemen being removed from from where they were attacked by our guerrillas. What do they think that we are? They think we will give up a country like Meme for them? No way. Thank you, Tabitha.
Yeah, Barrister Pro, that was a great analysis right there. I'll definitely